Coming at you with another Top 5 Friday. Today I want to talk to you about the top 5 books that I would recommend to anybody and that I do recommend to new people coming into sales or business to read in order to shift their mindset and get them really ready for business. So here are the 5 books that I recommend. I would appreciate any feedback on any books that you maybe could add to this list or that you think might be better suited for somebody getting started. So number 1 here, obviously Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think most salespeople would recommend this book first and foremost. If you haven't read it, I don't know what you're doing watching my video, but Think and Grow Rich was written over 100 years ago by Napoleon Hill. He's a gentleman who mentored Jim Rohn, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But basically he talks about 100 years ago the power of your mindset and the ability to create wealth from it. So that's a great one to start with. Not a huge read either. The second one would be Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. That's written by T. Harv Eker. Some of you may have heard of him, some of you may have not. This book really breaks down to the core what is the difference between somebody who lives in poverty and their mindset and somebody who's very wealthy and their mindset. And really what it comes down to at the end of the day is the beliefs that we have about money. If we were told all of our lives that money doesn't grow on trees, that money's hard to get, that you have to work hard for your money, that money goes as easy as it comes, all these things, then that's not going to be conducive to building wealth. So you got to be able to identify, number 1, and then reframe or change those beliefs if you want to build wealth or be successful, and that's what this book tackles. He's also got a lot of digital content, live events, stuff that he throws at you for free with the book that's very helpful as well. So I'd recommend that one to anybody who's, again, getting started, needs to shift their mindset into that business mentality. Number 3, 10X Rule by my man Grant Cardone. In my opinion, Grant's a little old school. As you guys may know, I'm more of the type that's focused on what's ahead, not the fundamentals of what's always worked, which is great. I love Grant. But the 10X Rule talks about goal setting. And a lot of people, I don't think, get it right when it comes to goal setting, if you will, because they don't write it down. They don't put a time frame to it. They set their goals too short, and they're content when they don't achieve those goals because they're so low it doesn't make a difference anyways. This book talks about the opposite philosophy, which is if you set your goal 10 times higher than what you actually expect or what you actually need to achieve, then at the bare minimum you're going to achieve that. So it gets into limiting beliefs, it gets into a lot of things. I haven't read the whole thing, to be honest with you, but I have heard a lot about it and plan to finish it up here soon. So that would be number 3. I think that this would be awesome for anybody that you're getting on your sales crew as far as getting them pumped up, motivated, setting good goals, and giving you a mark to start from to help them achieve. Number 4, F Your Excuses by Mr. Ryan Stewman. This is my main man. This book is phenomenal. This book covers everything from hardships in life and how they affect you in business, to divorce, to aligning yourself with the right people, to breaking through your upper limits, as he calls them. So it's an awesome book when it comes to being able to really put into perspective, what is it that's holding me back? What is it that I may be making excuses for elsewhere, but really it's right here in front of my face, and this is what's stopping me from getting where I want to be. Awesome book, opened my eyes a ton. Everybody that I've had read it has loved it. So number 5, of course, as you guys may know, I'm a huge Tony Robbins fan. Awaken the Giant Within was a very impactful book for me. About 3 years ago now, I went into drug treatment, inpatient rehab, and through that process, or when I got out shortly after that, I read this book, and this book really changed things for me. It took me from a point where I didn't know if I could succeed continuing to do sales or not, if I needed to find something different to do, if I was really an entrepreneur or businessman, if I was meant for success. All of those things were in question at this point because I had a complete change in my whole entire life and kind of had to start from scratch. So this book really helped me to figure out who I was, the power that I have, and it gives you real practical exercises. I promise if you use them, they will make changes for you and you will see growth. And again, I don't make promises lightly, but this book definitely helped me take things to the next level. So I hope that helps you. If any of those books are books that you haven't read, I definitely suggest that you pick them up, whether that you prefer audio, you prefer reading. If you have read these books, I'm sure you'll agree with me that they're probably pretty important for somebody getting started. And, go pick them up if you haven't. So I know that's not super informative, but just some information I thought I'd share with you today, and a little bit of a rush to get to some meetings. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Follow me on sellerbesoldblog.wordpress.com and facebook.com/hustlersnotanonymous.